First things first, I made my transformation. This hat officially marks me as an old man. We're in Xining, the capital of Qinghai province, and we're up on top of a big hill here. What is this mountain called, Sarah? Nanshan. South Mountain. Nanshan. There's about 2 million people here, and it's actually one of the most ethnically diverse cities in all of China. We're looking at about 16% Hui people. It's the Muslim people in China, and we're on the Tibetan Plateau. It's actually the largest city on the Tibetan Plateau. About 5.5% of the population is Tibetan. So we're going to get a closer look at the city, check out some of its religiously significant sites, and maybe eat some food. I tip my old man hat to you. Duvelon power!
Got it going, yeah, it's going up. Said I get it going, now it's going up. Know that you ain't going, unless you one of us. Why the fuck you think? Shit be going up, sipping on the now I'm going up, feel like I just blink. And we going up, pray that they don't think that they going up. Don't say you was down when I'm going up. Waiting on the timing, all my moves planned. Fuck your trips to the islands. This a long road, why you tripping about the mileage?
So I'm in the Hui area, the Muslim area in Xining. Most of the Muslims actually live around this area here, but you can see right in front of me I got the Dongguan Great Mosque. It's one of the biggest mosques in China. In 1988 it was actually the busiest mosque in the whole country. A mosque occupied this area as far back as 1038. They built a different building in 1378, and then wars have affected it. It's been torn down because it's dangerous. But this building we see right here, this was built in 1998. You can see at the top there, it's got the Arabian style dome. That's 30 meters tall. It's a big, huge dome. Every day this mosque will have 7,000 people come and pray in it. On busy holidays, it'll be like 20,000 people. And on giant festivals, there'll be as many as 200,000 people coming from all over China. Inside, there's a big courtyard area. There's classrooms, there's prayer rooms. The whole thing is about 17,000 square meters, so it's pretty big. And it's really important for the Muslim people here. So we're at the Kumbum Monastery. It's also called the Ta-Ar Temple, and it's this giant facility. It's just outside of Xining. It's actually not just a monastery, there's temples all around, and also there's colleges where people can learn about Buddhism. So it's a big, huge facility, and it's the second most important Buddhist monastery in China. It was founded in 1583, so it's very, very old. There's a lot of modern updates. There's some buildings that are like 2007, but the story goes that there was a very important Buddhist guy. He was born in this area, and his afterbirth and his umbilical cord was buried in this area, and then this tree grew. It's this magical tree, and the leaves had different pictures of Buddha on it, and they said there were 100,000 leaves with 100,000 pictures of Buddha, and that's actually what Kumbum means. It means something like 100,000 enlightened Buddhas. Before 1958, there were actually 3,600 monks that would study here. Those numbers have dwindled down. In the 50s, the Communist Party they were against religion, and they were shutting down places like this. So now there's only about 400 people that work and study here. And actually, yesterday, I read an article about how the Chinese government wants to turn this into a tourist attraction and a museum. It's actually a tourist attraction already. I don't know how anybody could say that it isn't, but they want to make some changes to it, and it would affect the people who worship here. So a large portion of the Buddhists in this area are kind of protesting against it. They've written a letter to the government, and they have some good points. This is one of the oldest monasteries in all of China, and to turn it into a museum would kind of be a shame.